It's time for our podcast.
A new segment was born today. Keller's Craft Corner.
Yeah, the KKK.
I decided I have to put in another K, so Keller's Christmas Craft Corner. A Christmas bauble, I saw this on TikTok, could be made.
But if you spelled it correctly, Keller's Craft Corner, it'd just be the KCC.
No, it needed some alliteration.
But I don't understand.
Look, we're not making hoods, okay?
You don't.
I was trying to make a glassy Christmas bauble. I saw this on TikTok, just with alfoil, with petroleum jelly, with a whole lot of food colouring. Did it work? You'll have to listen.
It was a giant balsal up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, petty cost cutting. Over in New Zealand, there's been trouble. They've taken away not their workers' rights, they've taken away their Milo.
Their Milo. They tried to replace it in the staff room with a cheaper version. People revolted and they had to reinstate the Milo.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Bunnings are facial recognition cameras. Do they pass the pub test?
And we pay tribute to Cole Peterson. He played Smiley. He was a kid actor. He was a drummer in the Bee Gees. He was a friend of Brendan Jones.
Well, he was just a big fan of the show. He liked our radio show, and I've known him for a long time, and I always liked our chats. I was sad and surprised to hear of his passing just this Monday gone. But also, a lot of people wouldn't know he was like one of the first big child stars in this country, and he was in 3 feature films. So we'll have that for you in this podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. Don't know what happened with Sean Fraser's news then. The situation, there was a ghost in the machine or something like that.
Sitting there with his mouth open.
He was doing the news, and he was doing great news. Well, I don't know what the news was because I couldn't hear it. And then Jem Rai.
Yeah. What?
Well, I was making a cup of tea and I was calling out, I think we're off the air.
Right. Anyway,
let's continue.
We're back.
We were sent some nice flowers, Brendan.
Oh, really? From who?
From Asosa.
From whom?
Asosa. I think they're a mattress company.
Oh, really?
I think so.
From a mattress company?
They said, hello, Jonesy and Amanda. Every week you positively impact people's lives, able to captivate, educate, and make each person feel included. Your combination, a gift.
Oh,
isn't that nice?
From Asosa.
Asosa.
Well, thank you, Asosa.
When I feel like a lie down, I'll be in on Asosa.
I only sleep in Asosa beds.
Speaking of sleeping, I had a great experience yesterday. Anita, who I do the Double A Chattery podcast with my friend.
It drops tomorrow.
We thought, instead of buying each other things for Christmas, we'd get each other a Japanese head spa. Have you ever heard of this? There's a couple of sites around Sydney that do these. I'm sure there's lots of them. But it was amazing. So you lie down and they cover your eyes and they put products in your hair and then they just massage your head. They just grab pressure points and just press into your head. At one point, I thought I was having like an out-of-body experience. I thought I was on acid. And then you zone out and they put a comb through your hair. They condition your hair and they very gently sort of rinse out your hair. And then you sit up and they massage your neck. Oh, I felt like my head was either a balloon 1 minute and a bowling ball the next, hanging on by a thread. And we just both floated out.
Oh,
it was
nice.
Fantastic.
I remember years ago when I first had a head massage, when they wash your hair at a hairdresser. So I went to this fancy hairdresser in town and they said, oh, well, let's get your hair washed. And I sort of went, no need for that. And the guy, kind of a feet sort of hairdresser, which is odd, don't worry about it, it's great, and started washing my hair. And this was like years ago. I would have been about 30. And I was like, whoa.
The massage is worth everything.
That's the greatest thing. And now I can't, when I go and get a haircut from places, I was there recently and the lady goes, okay, we can cut your hair. And I went, I've just been in the surf, you might need to wash it. She goes, no, it's all right. And I said, yeah, but my, I don't want to blunt your scissors. Oh, no, my scissors will be fine. But, I really think that you should. And the other person goes, he wants his hair washed.
the No More Tears.
It's so, what's happened to me?
It's so nice. And I've often thought, when I get my hair done, if I'm filming, if just someone playing with your hair at the back of the neck like that,
Yeah.
I just think that's the best feeling in the world. I would pay money to a sex worker to just play with my hair and scratch my back. And so I've had my hair played with now.
Yeah.
And next one, I'm going to just set up a clinic where you just go in and someone scratches and tickles your back.
Why would it have to be a sex
It doesn't
worker?
have to be, but I mean someone you can hire by the hour to do it. Doesn't have to be.
We've got someone on the line now.
I know.
G'day, Amanda. I'll play with your hair.
I wouldn't
No
mind.
strings attached.
I wouldn't mind.
I wonder what that would be. You'd probably make a living out of that.
Sure you would.
And you put it on OnlyFans and you'd probably do okay.
Yeah.
It's an honest living. Action-packed show today. Instagram makes its return.
Guess what I'm going to do today? You know how we've got TikTok Tucker?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to do Christmas craft. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sorry, Christmas craft.
Keller's Christmas craft corner.
Right, yeah. What, you've just decided to
I
do
know, I've been
this?
seeing some stuff on TikTok as how
Yep.
to make your own decorations.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, just decorations. Yes, Christmas decorations.
Right.
But first, let's do
And this has to be on the show?
Yeah, of course it does.
It'll be off air?
No, you've just talked about having your head, massaged, as I did. We talk about everything, as you know.
We do. And we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent
Here's
Seven.
question one. Which Australian TV show is about living on Ramsay Street?
Jam Nation. We're just doing a test of our equipment. Sean Fraser in the newsroom.
Hello.
There you go.
You can hear me?
We can hear you.
Great.
Do your vocal exercises, Sean.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. Red leather, yellow leather.
That's Sean's new album, by the way.
Red
That's
leather.
how it sounds.
Yellow leather. Unique, New York. Come on.
I think we've established it's
Old Mother
working.
Ruddle had a rough cut punt.
Don't get Sean in trouble.
Sean?
I've got a bulletin that I've saved now for the next one because the other one didn't go to air.
Did anything happen? Did we miss anything?
No, not really.
Okay. there
All
you
right,
go.
save it
As
for
you were,
6:30.
soldier. 6:30, Sean Fraser with the news.
With news, it'll be half hour old.
In the meantime, we have the Magnificent Seven. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
Sean is a musician, by the way. I know he's just... Sean, come back. What's your name of your album and your band and where can people see you?
Well, look, what? Oh, now he's going off air again. Now it's not working. Look at that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, there you are. What's the name of the band?
The Ritzy Kids.
And you've got an album?
Well, we've got one coming out and we haven't named it yet. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Competition, 10th caller through named the Ritzy Kids' new album.
Ritzy Kids' new album. Straight to YouTube. Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Carry on about your business. We're now sounding like the ABC. This is great.
Well-
Technical problems, off mic, great. We got Jason of St Clair. Hello, Jason.
Good morning, Jamesy and Amanda. How are you?
We're very well, Jason. Here's question number 1 for you. Which Australian TV show is about living on Ramsay Street?
That would be David.
Yes, it is.
Which Pixar character, Jason, was originally called Luna Larry? That's a name for Sean's band.
Can you say the question again, please?
Which Pixar character, Jason, was originally called Luna Larry?
Can I give Jason a clue? Or
No, hang on. You don't even know yet.
All right.
You got me on that one.
I'll give him a clue.
I'll give you a clue. It's from Toy Story.
Oh, for God's sake. Why don't you give him the answer?
Oh, that would be Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Brendan, you're very aggressive
No,
today.
I'm just like, come on.
You're very aggressive. I'm sorry, Jason.
Well, the
that you're-
show has started off dreadfully.
And your aggression isn't helping.
Is it helping, Jason?
Not really.
No, that's right. Jason, come over to my side of the desk. Things are nice on this
world
side.
of let's all discover our desks, people. What's on the box?
Television.
I'll turn the box on.
What TV show, Jason, has this theme?
Do you need a clue, Jason?
Would that be Looney Tunes?
It is Looney Tunes.
In 2006, a cat named Lewis became infamous in the United States for what? Was it A, he was placed under house arrest, B, he was elected to the position of mayor in Connecticut, C, he made his way into the Oval Office and trashed the place? What happened with Lewis the cat?
I'd say he was the mayor. B.
He wasn't the mayor. He may as well be, but no, that isn't the answer, Jason. I'm sorry you've had an aggressive start to the day.
pity.
So, good luck to the next person who calls through and see how you get on.
Would you stop doing the outward breath and everything you say now? It's like you're at home and away.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We are into the Magnificent Seven. We find ourselves a question 4.
It's going to Ash in Penrith. Hello, Ash.
Morning, Amanda and Jonesy. How are you both?
Well, in 2006, a cat named Lewis became infamous in the United States for what? Was he placed under house arrest, or did he make his way into the Oval Office and trash the place?
He was placed under house arrest.
So, yes, he was. Several people accused the cat of attacking them. And I think it's the first time that a cat had a restraining order against it in the United States.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not like Pinky the cat. Remember Pinky the cat?
Oh, I love Pinky the cat.
Ryan, have we got Pinky the cat?
Yeah, here it is.
This is Pinky. He's a male cat, domestic short hair. He's available for adoption. He's pet of the week, Placer County Animal Shelter. He's a very loving cat.
Whenever I feel down, I just watch it.
Don't grab him on the P word, I'd say. Question 5. What do Americans call what we call jelly? We have jelly. What do they have?
Jam?
No, because that's the distinction. Is that they're...
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. Is that right?
Yeah, you're doing it right.
I think there's two. They have two different.
They have two, because what we're looking for here, their jelly is what we call jam.
That's right, yeah.
But what's their version of jelly?
Oh, as in, okay.
If they're eating jelly...
So, you know the jam...
Forget the stuff you see. Like, they put stuff on a sandwich and they call that jelly.
Yeah.
We call it jam.
Yeah.
So the stuff that we call jelly, what do they call that?
Okay.
That's very confusing, but how about you?
It's the worst question in the history of the world.
No, it makes sense to me.
No, I think Ash... Well, no, too bad, Ash, you're gone.
Sorry, Ash.
We're having one of those days today. Rick's in Lilyfield.
Hello, Rick.
Good morning, all. How are you?
Very well. So Americans, if they're smearing jam, what we would call jam on a sandwich, they call that jelly. But the stuff that we call jelly that you'd, make in the fridge and put with cream and stuff, what do they call that?
Is it Jell-O?
Jell-O.
It is Jell-O.
It's a simple question. I get it. Eructation.
Eructation is the medical name for which process where air is released out of the body.
If you're having an eructation, what are you doing? You still there, Rick?
Rick's gone. Catherine's in Randwick.
Hi, Catherine. If you're having an eructation, do you know what you're doing?
You're burping.
You're burping.
And question 7, who is Ellie Mae Barnes's dad?
Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy Barnes. That was an easy one. Her show Headliners was on last night.
Great show.
Very good. She was on our show yesterday.
Congratulations to you, Catherine. You won the Jam Pack. $200 to spend on glasses at Bailey Nelson. World-class eyewear without the designer price tag. A $150 Priceline voucher thanks to Quality Health. Australian-owned vitamins and supplements. And Jonesy and Amanda Carriage to choose fit of colour and some stated pencils. Catherine, anything you'd like to add?
No, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
start to the day.
It is a great start to the day.
I'll tell you how everyone's day is just going to get better because I'm going to be doing Keller's Christmas Craft Corner.
Is this all spelt with a K?
Yeah, crazy spelling and
Then you
crazy
don't like
spelled
that.
with a K. Well, I saw this on TikTok. How to make your own Christmas bauble. We're going to do it in the studio this morning.
Yay.
Yeah.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Thumbing through the Jam Almanac, our big book of musical facts. On this day in 1975, The Who kicked off their month-long North American tour. Do you remember The Who, Roger Daltrey, Pete Townsend?
I remember The Who.
Do you remember what they did? Roger Daltrey was on the vocals.
Yeah.
Pete Townsend was on the
when I was working on the Andrew Denton Channel 7 night show.
Yes.
Roger Daltrey, I had to wear a big black wig for something, and Roger Daltrey was quite taken with my look. He was one of the nicest people I met during that time.
Really?
Yeah.
And when you say taken, what do you mean?
Well, because I was so shy and I didn't feel I sort of belonged in the green room. But when I had that wig on, he gave me a second look.
You know, in the history of stuff, Roger Daltrey, that other guy from Wet, 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 remember him?
Yeah. I didn't flirt with him.
I thought something happened with
what
you
happened
and
was Wet, Wet, Wet were in the green room. And I was sort of all chuffed and flirtatious. And and I had to go out and with Andrew and do something live, and I went out and had an out-of-body experience. I was sitting out there, live television, and I couldn't remember a single thing I had to say. Yeah. And I could feel my body leaving my brain as I'm saying, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? And the more I was thinking what I'm going to say, the less I could think of what to say. Andrew ran and pretended to slap me.
Yep.
And then I remembered what I had to say. And it was about wet, wet, wet. That'll teach me to be flirtatious in the green room.
You've got to just get a hose and hose you down. Oh, well, he's your boyfriend now. Let's get this on.
Better than wet, wet, wet.
Any day. The Who. Who are you?
Jam Nation.
When I said, perhaps we should bring some new things to the show.
Yeah, well, I've thought, you know what? We've got TikTok Tucker on a Thursday, but TikTok also throws up a lot of other things. And lately I've been seeing a lot of craft things.
You didn't want to do a dance?
No, I think...
You didn't want to put glue in your hair?
No, but I am going to be using some... Well, not really glue today, but I've got some craft things. I'm left-handed. I've never been good at craft. But when I saw what happened on TikTok, what we're going to make today, I thought, I'm intrigued. Is it going to work? So I've made an intro for this segment and everything, Brendan.
Really?
Here it goes.
Kids, get ready to play. It's time for Keller's Crazy Craft Corner.
Keller's Crazy Craft Corner, all starting with a K.
It's all KKK.
Okay, it's KKK. That's unfortunate. Let's make a hood.
Have we thought this through?
How about Keller's Christmas Craft Corner? So it's 4Ks.
The jingle's made.
Then it's KKKK.
Okay. Now
look. So what I'm going to make, I saw this and I thought, can this be for real? It is a Christmas bauble.
Yep.
That you start with foil, petroleum jelly, blah, 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 and you end up with a shiny Christmas bauble. It's a bit messy, so I've got to start with gloves.
What do you mean?
Are there left and right gloves? Or these are good. They're not too tight. I'll put my medical... Anyone need their prostate examined?
Actually, I do.
Ryan, do that. Oh. So, first of all, I have to scrunch up a whole lot of foil and make a ball. That goes inside another one to make another foil ball.
Yep.
That goes inside another one. I keep going until it's the size of a Christmas bauble.
Righto.
A bit more, I think. What do you think? Okay, so we're getting close. Maybe one more.
Yep.
Let's just keep going.
Can you show me how it will turn out? So you're making this.
Yeah, what I'm doing is, I'm making this, all this stuff happens, and it's what's supposed to look like is a big, shiny, smooth, coloured Christmas bauble.
Right.
So, here it is. Look what I've done. I've done a big ball of alfoil.
It looks like a baked potato.
It does.
Without the potato.
What I now do... So, layer sheets of aluminium, blah, 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 until approximately the size of a tennis ball. Cover generously with a big layer of petroleum jelly. I got this out of your desk, Brendan. Some of it's gone. So, I saw how they did this. They smear it really thickly. This is all smeared in petroleum jelly.
There's a lot of hair in there.
These gloves are too big. Driving Miss Daisy crazy. All right, so what happens? We smear the ball.
Yep.
In petroleum jelly. Can you see that what I've done there?
Yep, I can.
One more smear. I'm sure you can get reimbursed for what we've used, Brendan, from yours.
Okay.
So what happens now? This all seems so weird. You think, how can this become a Christmas bauble? We put several dots of food colouring over the top layer of this. So, I'm going to have to swap my gloves out, sorry.
Yep.
Just take those gloves off and put on some other ones. Sorry about this if it's taking too long, but craft takes time.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, good. So, put these other
gloves on. Not that we need listeners.
Oh, I've got my fingers are gone in one.
You know.
I can still give you the middle finger quite happily from here. Oh, I've done it again. I'm going without the gloves. What could possibly go wrong with food dye? So I sprinkle drops. There's red on the outside. This is how I've seen them do it. Then I drop bits of green. It's amazing. Oh, that spurted everywhere. And let's put some of this colour. What's this one? Blue. That should do us. What do you think? So I smear that all over the top, or drops of it, all over the petroleum jelly.
Okay.
So what I now do is I get a paper towel.
Yep. In your own time.
If you need to move on, we can come back because it's going to take a minute.
You're going to wrap this in paper towel?
I wrap this in and then I put a whole lot of sticky tape around that.
Okay, well, let's, I could watch this all day.
And you will.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
WSFM, hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda, and on this day, a new segment was born.
Hey, kids, get ready to play. It's time for Keller's Crazy Craft Corner.
I am making a Christmas bauble.
Mm-hmm.
I put a picture of what it's supposed to look like in front of you, Brendan. Have a look.
That is extraordinary.
It looks like a glass-coloured bauble.
Look at that. What, Ryan, look at that.
Wow.
It's
Meantime,
foil, and then, so when
what I've done is I've put layers of, what you do is you get, I've stuck my glove. You get layers of, I've never been good at craft. You get layers of...
So why wouldn't you bring it to this?
Layers of foil, munch them up into a ball about the size of a tennis ball. Then you cover it with petroleum jelly, which I got from your top drawer.
Yeah,
then what you do is you put...
You've really taken that joke on tour, haven't you?
You do bits. While I'm working the tape, I might put it over your mouth. Then you put bits of coloured food dye on top of that, and you cover that in a paper towel, and then you wrap it tightly, as I am doing now, in sticky tape. And then you put it aside.
For how long?
Those gloves are driving me crazy because there's food dye involved. Okay, there we go. That's why I couldn't get a craft show. I get angry.
Imagine you're on play school.
Imagine.
Little kids would be traumatised.
I know, wouldn't they just?
She's making a rocket ship.
And then she's swearing. So this is complete.
Yep.
What happens now is we put this aside for a couple of hours.
When you say literally 2 hours?
Literally 2 hours.
So let's...
we'll say, all right, let's say...
5 to 8.
No, that's 1 hour.
5 to 9.
No, sometime towards the end of the show, what we will be doing is cutting this open, and apparently... I don't know how, but it's supposed to turn
I find it extraordinary. It looks
I don't know either.
It's a shiny Christmas bauble just out of foil.
Will it work? Who knows?
You did some sciencey stuff on Beyond 2000. Is the food dye, does that react with the Vaseline?
I will be stunned to find out. I don't know. But same with this TikTok tuckers. You think, how does that work? Sometimes it does.
I'm going to make sure I listen.
We're going to trust the magic of TikTok.
Jam Nation.
Moving into the ground right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin. Cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Keep the faith. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass. If you don't know an answer, we'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
You can make it $2,000 with one bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Ryan's in Cronulla.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Very well, Ryan. Let's see what we can do for you. 10 questions. Yep.
All right.
You up? You ready to go?
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's not talk over Ryan.
The tension between you two is just too much.
I know. I don't know where Ryan ends and I begin.
Ryan, let's just practice. You speak.
Yep.
Mandy, you speak.
Yep. Okay, we're in tune. Ryan, I've got 10
I want
questions.
this to happen.
I've got 60 seconds. We always say pass if you're not sure because we usually have time to come back, okay?
All right, bro.
All right, Ryan, here we go. Question number 1. In which state would you find the Sydney Opera House?
New South Wales.
Question 2. What date is New Year's Eve?
31st of December.
Question 3. What does the acronym LMAO stand for?
Laughing my arsehole.
Question 4. True or false? Pigeons have teeth.
What was that, sorry?
Pigeons have teeth. True or false?
False.
Question 5. Where would you find the Spanish Steps?
Spain.
Ryan, it's Roma. And we'll excuse you for swearing as well.
The capital. Whatever that is.
Ryan,
$100 to be getting on with, and I love our chats. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Right, it's like listening to a podcast from Married at First Sight people where they just talk all over each other.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I read a story the other day about Health New Zealand, and they had a bid to save $3 million, but it's going to go the other way because there's been a giant fight against it and they've had to reinstate a certain product in the staff room. Milo.
Oh.
Actually, what they're saying here is the bid to remove Milo could have cost it $3 million because the union was going to step in.
Right.
I'll read the story. Health New Zealand's misguided bid to remove Milo from the staff rooms could have cost it millions of dollars, according to one doctors' union. So what they've done, they've had to reinstate it to ensure that Milo remains available to all. When I first became aware yesterday that it had been proposed that Health New South Wales would switch to alternatives to Milo to save money, I immediately put a stop to that and issued a communication to all staff that in the case of Milo, the status quo will prevail. This is the chief executive. I know from staff on the front line they particularly enjoy Milo. It should continue to be available to them. So they're taking Milo out of the staff room almost cost them $3 million because there was such an uproar. They'd put a cheap substitute of Milo and they're saying, no, thank you. No, thank you.
That's the problem when the bean counters get involved because they look
coffee
at
bean counters.
The coffee bean counters, they look at it and they think, well, we could save X amount of dollars.
Without realising the personal pleasure people get from a cup of Milo.
But a lot of people forget that in a business, what makes a business is the people that work in the business.
I once saw a documentary about this firm in Wales, I think it was, and this woman, when her pen was empty, she wasn't allowed to just go to the stationery cupboard and get another pen. She had to put the pen in an envelope and send it to head office, and they would deem that, yes, she'd finished with that pen and she was allowed to have another one.
But wouldn't that cost money?
Wouldn't you think?
But then again, I do see if you're running a company, there'd be a lot of wastage. Like you get someone like Jim Rowe just going through the pens, using one once and then throwing it in the bin.
I used it at least 3 times.
Yeah, he didn't realise they were reusable. Same with his cutlery. Uses it once, chucks it out.
And I do see that, but staff morale, all those things as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And sometimes you think, well, look at all the expenditure that they're spending on other things and they're going to penny pinch here. It's the petty stuff that really brings you unstuck. What happened to the arrowroot biscuits? It might be as simple as that. Maybe someone's chairs got taken away and replaced with ergonomic balls. Maybe whatever it is.
Oh, thank God the ergonomic
You don't see those anymore, do you?
Because they were useless.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Yeah. Or companies that make you sit on a hay bale.
Sometimes I think I'm due to retire. You know, I just think.
We've been taking a petition. Did you see it? Look, the tribal drum.
It's to have me fired.
It's going to
not retire.
I signed it nonetheless. The tribal drum is bidding for this.
Bidding for what?
Petty cost cutting.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take Milo.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let them penny pinch your Milo. Petty cost cutting.
The PCCs.
Do it.
Jam Nation.
I read a story about New Zealand Health. The department has almost, their penny pinching almost cost them $30 million because the union got involved. They were using a Milo substitute. They took Milo out of the staff rooms and were using a substitute. And there was such an uproar that the chief executive had to reinstate Milo. It's the small things that can bring your morale unstuck.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not even money. It's things like Milo.
It's the respect that you deserve of Milo.
I've been paid in Milo for many years.
Well, the tribal drum is bidding for petty cost cutting.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take Milo.
What about when they tried to substitute it for Ovaltine?
Come on.
Brad has joined us.
Hello, Brad. Tell us about the cost cutting.
Hi, guys.
What was it?
Yeah, I worked for a major airline where the CEO got a lot of money. They used to give us food for Christmas and Easter because we worked every day, 365 days a year. This year they came around, the new management came around with Dunkin' Donuts, and we had one donut between 4 of us.
Oh, no.
5. Someone got the whole.
Yeah,
I think you all got the whole by the sound of it.
Yeah, and it caused trouble because the union got involved as well and just said this is ridiculous. And we had a stop work meeting about it, and then they end up getting more donuts.
It's just easy.
Oh, wow.
Did anyone see Clark Griswold at the Christmas thing? He's waiting for his Christmas bonus, and then he just gets a certificate to the Jelly of the Month Club.
You're a member of that. That's dreadful. Thank you, Brad.
Helen's with us.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, guys. How are you going?
Very well. Great. What was the cost cutting?
As a first-year teacher in a 3-teacher school, where the boss lived on site, I had 40 children in my class, kindergarten, year 1, year 2, and that was back in the days in the old Gazette, and there was no photocopiers. Mm-hmm. And if I wanted paper to do some photocopies for whatever class, I had to walk over to the boss's house. This is early in the morning. And he would count out the sheets one by one.
No. Oh, no.
Fair dinkum. And funnily enough, I remained a teacher until I retired. But after that experience, yeah, he did. And some days I might need up to 100 sheets of paper.
And he'd count them out for you.
He'd count them out one by one.
How measly.
Do you think it works? Does it work being that tight? Does a business thrive on being tight?
I don't know. That is a terrible story. Thank you, Helen.
Because when you see Richard Branson, you can't imagine him just counting out sheets of paper.
No, and the companies that do things well are the companies that keep staff for many years.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, if you're used to getting food and stuff at Christmas and suddenly you're getting a quarter of a donut.
Yeah.
You see all those memes, don't you, online about people saying, sorry, we're making you work an extra 100 million hours for the week, but here's some pizza.
Yay.
Yay.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Let's get this over with.
Are we ready? Pay attention because I do not want to have to fail you.
It's the little things in New Zealand. They've taken away their Milo and they're not happy about it. This is in a government department.
Yeah, in the Department of, I think it's the Health Department, and it almost cost them $30 million because the union got involved saying, come on, guys, don't give us this imitation Milo. They had taken away the Milo. They reinstated the Milo and all is well. Sometimes that's all it takes is to keep an office ticking over, to keep everybody happy. The tribal drum is beating for petty cost cutting.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take us.
Milo.
Hello, Tom.
Hi, love your show.
Thank you, Tom.
Tell us about the cost cutting.
Well, I work for a large Sydney-based organisation, and due to cost cutting, one large unit decided to call off this year's Christmas party, which is effectively a Christmas lunch.
So you normally would have a Christmas lunch, and they've just said that's it, it's not happening this year.
Yeah, that's right. Just to cut costs, very traditional kind of event, bringing back together all the staff members, which otherwise don't see each other that much. So they just cancelled it.
And how's everyone feeling? Is it affecting the morale?
That affecting the morale big times, and of course there was a big resistance against it. So management decided to reinstate it, but based on the requirement that all staff members cover their own consumption costs.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's just...
Well, yes, we'll put on the lunch, but you have to pay for yourselves.
Man.
Oh, come on.
I remember one time.
That's terrible.
One time at a radio station, they had a Christmas party and they had a bar tab, and this friend of mine, Paul Stanley, not Paul Stanley from KISS, he was one of the announcers. He got to the bar and ordered...
No, I didn't use up all the tab.
Ordered 4 drinks, and then I went up to get a drink. Sorry, the bar tabs run out. And I said, I was second in the queue.
Yeah, I know.
And from that name, Paul Stanley became known as Bar Tab because he drank the whole bar tab. But all he ordered was 2 bourbons and cokes and 2 beers.
And that was enough to wipe out
That was the whole bar tab.
Yeah. It's not good for morale, is it? Thank you, Tom.
Michael's with us.
Hi, Michael. Tell us about the cost cutting.
Morning, guys. When I was young... Good, mate. When I was younger, I was an apprentice tunnel beater. And, of course, tunnel beating, you cut yourself, you burn yourself a bit and that. And the management complained about how much of the first aid kit, because we had to get the guy to come in and restock it every couple of weeks to a month, complaining about everything disappearing and, we're using too much. They took the first aid kit into the office and said that the secretary, who was his wife, had to administer the Band-Aids and the creams and things.
Right.
And I have to laugh because about 3 days later, the tradesman welding had a spark go down his pants and burn him right on the end of the old fella. And we were down and he said, well, you've got to go in because she's got to administer. So he had to go in and shit her. So she just put the cream on his hand and said, you can administer it yourself.
Put some cream on this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
WSFM. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. Keller's Craft Corner, the KKK.
I've added another K, Keller's Christmas Craft Corner, to get around the unpleasantness.
It's got some bad connotations, hasn't it, really?
What's happening is I saw this on TikTok, I'm making a Christmas bauble by rolling up some alfoil, covering in petroleum jelly, putting some food or colouring on that, and then covering that in a paper towel and sticky tape
Yep.
Apparently, I'm going to let that go a bit longer. It's supposed to come out like a shiny Christmas bauble.
The reveal is quite extraordinary. I'm looking forward to seeing the results. In the meantime, let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Rums for the pub test. Today, Bunnings cameras. Do they pass the pub test? Retail giant Bunnings has breached privacy laws by using facial recognition technology on its customers. This is the news story.
Bizarre and brazen, a naked man and his dog roam through Bunnings before chasing and groping a female worker.
Very confronting. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive.
Shocking examples of rising retail rage. Staff threatened with guns, knives, hammers. Workers punched, rammed, pushed over. All caught on facial recognition technology designed to red flag repeat offenders.
You've got a right to feel safe in a workplace.
But now Bunnings has lost that tool, issued with a breach after the Privacy Commissioner ruled hundreds of thousands of customers weren't properly warned about the surveillance and didn't consent to it.
It could have had signs up. It could have notified customers in a clearer and more transparent way.
Bunnings says the data was never used for marketing or to track customer behaviour, adding if someone's face didn't match the offender register, the image was automatically and almost immediately deleted.
The data that was captured was held for 4.17 milliseconds, or less than the blink of an eye.
That's everyone's fear, though, is that they watch your shopping habits, that's sold to marketers, they see who's buying what and where, etc., etc. That's people's fear.
At what cost, though? Johnny Icepipe goes in there, punches poor old Cheryl in the face, and now he's going to get away with it. He's on the criminal database. He's got form, and our weak court systems has let him out on bail yet again.
So if the facial recognition system, does it instantly say, we know that person, and then the police
and then it connects with the database?
Does a policeman arrive, policewoman? What happens?
Well, that will get him eventually, and also that will stop recidivists from recidivating.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I just like saying recidivists.
Yeah. I wonder how effective that is in catching those people.
It seems to be fairly effective. We've seen all that on the telly. When I saw that news story last night, I went right on. I missed the whole civil rights thing on the civil liberties.
Civil liberties.
I do understand civil liberties. I do know that we've got to have them, but there has to be a balance, surely.
Well, is this the...
If you're not a criminal...
Is this, I'm talking as a, devil's advocate, is this the thin edge of the wedge? Mm-hmm. So how do you feel? These Bunnings cameras, do they pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
When your son turns 32, that's like a grown-ass adult, isn't it? It's not like a little kid anymore.
No, it's like when I said to my dad on the weekend, I said, your youngest child is 62. How does that feel? And he goes, wow.
What does Art say about that?
He just went, wow. I mean, the numbers don't mean anything after a while.
They don't.
And how does it feel to have a 32-year-old son? And happy birthday, Morgan, by the way.
It just feels... I feel exactly the same as I was when he was born, when I was, I don't know, how old was I, 24? God, I was a kid, 24, 25 when he was born.
Remember that time he phoned the radio station? Was it for Father's Day?
Yeah, I was working at B105 in Brisbane.
Oh, he got through it. Hello, my son.
And they loved
through.
Those guys. Get your kids on air, mate. People love.
Oh, people do love it.
People love hearing kids on air. So I was constantly, come on, mate, can you just ring the radio station?
Oh, well, it was so cute.
And he'd be playing with his big load of construction set.
Let's do it.
Hi, Dad.
Hi there, Morgan. This is my little boy, Morgan.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
No, it's Father's Day. Did you call me up to say happy...
Mummy has got big shoes.
Has she? But didn't you call up to say happy Father's Day?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Morgan.
Dad.
I'll see you later.
Dad, I love you.
I love you too. Oh. I'll see you later.
Are you a princess?
No,
did he say, are you a princess? He knew you very well.
He did. He's a very smart kid. 32.
But he's about to have his own
He's going to be a dad.
And you're going to be a grandfather.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
I'm getting clucky about it.
Are you?
When I see, the Lululemon mums walking along with their little prams, little baby, I'm always looking at the little baby and and then I think, are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, but how do you feel knowing you're going to be a grandfather? Does it make you feel the shifting of generations, or do you feel older? How does it feel for you?
I don't know. I really don't know. Because when Morgan was born, I was so young, and he was a happy accident. We were like, we had no money. I was just starting out in radio. I thought, this is what am I going to do? You know, I've got a lot of responsibility to do now. So now, like, we're here. I'm 50. What am I now? 56.
Yeah.
And he's 32.
Yeah.
He's going to be there is a debt or a burden of responsibility for everyone now. But having said that, I think his great role will be as a dad.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a super dad.
I think he'll be a super dad, and you've been a super dad. I can't wait for you to be a grandfather. It's going to be amazing.
You'll be sniffing that little baby.
I'd be playing with that baby's little back of the neck and going sniff, sniff, sniff.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You better keep me away. I'll be perving in the pram. Get out of the way, grandparents. I want to have a sniff.
I'm perving in the pram. Well, I think I've embarrassed him enough.
Happy birthday, Morgan.
Good on you, mate. Happy birthday.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I am as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy Amanda Arms for the pub test where everything is working fine. Bunnings cameras, do they pass the pub test?
Well, Bunnings has been found to have breached privacy laws by using facial recognition technology on its customers. They say they are doing this to keep their staff safe. Staff who are being abused, they can now put people on the register, not the cash register, who are people that they don't want to come into the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Bunnings have said that that if your facial recognition data doesn't match up with the people that they're chasing, it'll be deleted with an average of 4.17 milliseconds. But civil libertarians are saying this is kind of the thin edge of the wedge. People's images are being recorded without them being aware, and are they going to be used for marketing purposes, etc. So what do you think? Bunnings cameras, do they pass the pub test?
Yes, it does. I have no problems with Bunnings doing that. We need to protect the workers. We need to look after society. If these guys need to be prosecuted, then prosecute them. I need to be protected. Why should I get smacked in the face or pushed over or whatever? Totally support Bunnings.
It does if they do it the right way. They're a big company, so they know right from wrong. So they should let people be aware that they are being photographed.
Definitely yes. For the safety of the workers against the people who are doing the wrong thing, I believe we should have it in all workplaces.
No, it doesn't pass the pub test. The issue is they haven't been transparent. They should have obtained permission from customers. That's the bottom line.
Yes, I just think that the only people that have got anything to worry about are the criminals.
If it was Aldi, I'd be worried because I buy some weird stuff there. But hey, at Bunnings, what's the problem? It's just Bunnings.
It's just Bunnings.
Yeah, so your facial recognition ends up in China.
How much
fair enough.
weird stuff do they have in Aldi?
I know. What, you get a Mr. Gaspo bottle and a packet of Tim Tams.
Jam Nation.
Well, yesterday we introduced you to the might of Will Jordan. He was on the American Wheel of Fortune. The letters spun around and what looked to everyone to be a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. He said he wanted to have a go, and this is how he guessed it.
I'd like to buy a U.
Well, you're going to get 3 U's. Okay, what do we got
I'd
here?
like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
I'm sorry, that's not
that old saying.
That old saying. It wasn't
Treat
true,
yourself
wasn't it?
a round of sausage.
But that's gone viral. But it's usually Love Island where you're going to get the great stuff. Do you remember this one from last year?
Like, that thing's giant. How many times bigger is it than Earth? Like...
The moon?
Yeah.
No, not bigger.
Yeah, it is.
The moon. Nah.
You just said you're so into it and you don't know that the moon's bigger than Earth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
It is. The moon is bigger than Earth. Surely it has to be. Because when you're looking at the moon from Earth, it's huge. But, like, it's so far away from us.
It looks so good. It looks big in the sky when you see it.
My head hurts. Well, we've now got a new contender on Love Island, Zane Prophet.
Oh,
nice
name.
It's a good name. He's a trader from the Gold Coast with a name like Zane Prophet, handsome guy. How can he not go on and win the hearts of everybody? But here's a conversation he had with one of the girls.
Are you a monogamous guy? Are you monogamous?
No. What is that?
One girl, like not multiple girls.
Yeah. Monogamy? Honestly, I've never heard it and I've never been asked that word in my life.
That's why he's on Love Island.
He will soon be hosting a radio breakfast show.
Actually, you're probably right. Probably
and
ours.
we'll all be listening to his every word.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
I was saddened to hear about the passing of Cole Peterson. He passed away, age of 78, just on Monday. And he would send me stuff, funny memes, things like that, just content for our show. He was a big fan of our radio show, and Cole Peterson was someone that was, he was in the Bee Gees as a drummer. You might have seen that on the news. He was a musician. He was still playing at places like the Marble Bar, and he always had a finger in every pie. But always interesting, and whenever I had a chat with him about stuff, was about him as a child star.
Oh, can I say what movie it was?
Of course.
Smiley. That was one of the first movies I ever remember seeing. It came out in 56 or something.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I remember chucking a sickie one day at school and it was on as a midday movie. Yeah, wow, that was him.
You look at it now, the kids. So he was in a major Australian movie, like a full-on movie.
Chips Rafferty?
And not one. Yeah, Chips Rafferty was the Sarge. In the small town, and Smiley was always up to shenanigans. I guess he could have been a cross between Ginger Meggs
and Huck Finn or something.
Yeah, but there wasn't one movie. There was 3 movies. So there was Smiley gets a bicycle, and Smiley gets a gun.
Was that one? Smiley
I don't know which. I might have mucked the order up. I know Smiley was first. The introduction movie, but it was quite
fascinating. He didn't stay in acting.
No, it was funny about that. He did the movies, and Cole told me this, and his mum said, right, that's enough of that. Go and get a real job. So he's a major movie star. Yeah. You look at that, and possibly his mum knew better than everyone else because it didn't really turn out well for child stars as we know it. But still, 3 major movies. This is a bit from Smiley Gets a Gun.
Give me that.
What, Sarge?
You know who slipped the wasp down Jean's knickers. Smiley. Who let off fireworks in Sunday school. Smiley. Who put the frog in Mrs. Gaspin's bed? Smiley. Who pinched his dad's cigarettes and smoked himself sick? Smiley. If you don't reform soon, you're going to drive me and everybody else in Marambilla crackers.
Sorry, Sarge.
Oh,
cute little
putting
kid.
a wasp down someone's knickers? Yeah. How cute. And smoking himself sick. Those were the days.
And getting a gun.
Smiley had it made.
Valet, Cole.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
podcast.
Is this thing on? Bring it on. Are we locked on?
It's on like Donkey Kong.
So it's happening. Sydney train services to halt from Thursday to Sunday due to industrial action by the Rail, Tram and Bus Union, the RTBU. That's a good acronym, isn't it?
That's massive.
It is massive. The union has put an ultimatum to the government to either run all rail lines around the clock from Thursday to Sunday or face a complete shutdown.
Why does the union want a 24-hour service?
Yeah. The government agreed to that last weekend but said that would not be possible this week, instead proposing to run a 24-hour service between Hornsby and Strathfield.
That was rejected.
Minister Joe Halen said the union rejected that offer at a meeting on Tuesday. I guess the government doesn't want to pay for it. So if the guys are working around the clock, the guys and girls of the railway network, they get paid overtime and triple time and a half or whatever it is.
But what a mess, because that's, as you heard on the news, that's going to be probably the biggest rail strike ever.
We've got Pearl Jam
Thursday to Sunday
playing in town.
Oh, in Homebush.
When Coldplay played, I toyed with a few options as far as going to go and see Coldplay. And I thought, if we just catch the train, well, what would that take? If we left early and caught the 11 o'clock train, wouldn't got back to...
We left early at the end.
At the end of the concert, it wouldn't have got back to Cronulla until 1 in the morning. Mm. So, and then I had a friend who was in the car park at ASA in the P1 parking. She left at the finish of the concert, didn't get out of the car park till 1 in the morning.
And that's with trains running. Well, they're concerned that there won't be enough buses in lieu of.
Yeah, because a bus takes 60 to 80 people. A train takes 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But Eddie Vedder's going to write a song about it.
Let's hope that this is resolved by tomorrow night.
Is it going to be resolved?
I don't know.
What are we doing, Minzy?
I don't know. Someone
Let's get on it.
Fix it.
I don't understand. If the union wants to work 24 hours, we should be a 24-hour city. Like, I know someone's got to pay for it, but surely.
You'll pay for it.
Okay, it's on me.
But there are bigger brains than us.
It's on me, Kyle Sandilands.
There are bigger brains than us at work here, but really.
I just.
Please don't let it come to this.
It can't come to this. Come on, please.
Well, look, coming up next, let's cheer everyone up because everyone's excited to know whether a couple of bits of alfoil and coloured food dye is going to make a bauble.
Yeah. Keller's Craft Corner is in session. We'll do that
I've added
next.
another K, so it's not KKK.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
WSFM, well, we better do it. Let's get on down there.
Hey, kids, get ready to play. It's time for Keller's Crazy Craft Corner.
I thought on Thursdays we have TikTok Tucker, but I've been seeing on TikTok a whole lot of do-it-yourself Christmassy kind of things, and I thought, why don't we have a craft corner? I saw them make a shiny, glassy Christmas bauble, and we've done that. We started this earlier this morning. You get alfoil, scrunch it up into the shape of a ball. Then you cover that thickly with Vaseline. Then you put some coloured dye on that. You put paper around that, a paper towel, and then you put sticky tape all over it. I've done that. It's been sitting like that for about an hour and a half.
And the ball that comes out looks exactly like a Christmas
shiny
bauble.
Christmas bauble.
That is extraordinary.
It's time to open it up and see if this works. You ready?
Okay, you got some scissors there? Okay.
Oh, look, I'm cutting through.
Oh, I can't watch you cut stuff. You didn't want to use any of the other knives?
I have got three other knives and a Stanley knife in case. But
You've got more knives on you than an Eshay on the train network.
Everyone shuddered when I
So
got
at least they
Stanley
won't be
knife.
going anywhere this weekend.
Here we go. Don't laugh at it, Ryan. Now, it's all manky because it's got Vaseline all over it. I'm going to use the Stanley knife.
Oh, God.
I can't use the Stanley knife. I know, cutting towards me with the Stanley knife. What did Mum say? Don't do it.
Okay.
All right, now, I'm
Just
still
bearing in mind we're on air.
Oh, Brendan, craft takes its time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
Do you want me to use the Stanley knife and make everything a bit faster?
I don't know if that will.
Okay, here we go.
Here
Now,
we
the alfoil is coming off.
Yep.
I should have used scissors because the petroleum is still all over the foil. I should be able to unwrap this foil. Actually,
And-
maybe that. Hang on.
Now
this
will be a
is supposed
shiny...
to be the ball.
No, that's not the ball. That just looks like alfoil.
Oh.
Well,
that's supposed to be the ball.
That's a piece of...
That
honestly,
is a
what
piece
a waste.
of...
What a waste
Come
of
on.
time.
I've been duped by TikTok. Oh, look at that. That's supposed to be a shiny Christmas ball.
That's the least shiny.
The Grinch wouldn't even have this. It's just greasy alfoil.
You've been dacked.
I've been dacked by TikTok.
You have been dacked by TikTok.
Oh.
What a waste of time.
What a waste of time.
Let's play it one more time because it's the last time you'll hear it.
No.
Get ready to play.
There's
it's
more.
time for Keller's Crazy Craft Corner.
And that was that.
I'm still on the lookout for other Christmas
my
decorations that I can make through TikTok. That one hasn't worked.
You know, I'd rather watch you put glue in your hair.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
Friday week, we are giving someone $20,000 for being our favourite ghoulie of the year. We start to count down our favourites as of next Monday, so you've got a few days still to get your ghoulies in. What have we got?
So what gets my ghoulies is when a big car is parked right next to your driveway, so you can't see any oncoming traffic. So you've slowly got to nudge your way out and just hope that you don't get taken out.
Yeah, if you've got a big bonnet, that's a concern. Like you're coming out of your driveway. This is why Miss Penelope always had trouble. That's why she had Parker as the driver.
But isn't having a short bonnet even worse because you're there?
No, a short
big
bonnet, then
your
you can
bonnet's going
scooch out and you can have a bit of a look. You know what I mean? Scooching. And then Miss Penelope's big pink thing.
Parker had a big nose for the same reason.
That's why she put him up the front of the car.
Yeah.
She could easily drive.
He was going to cop it.
He was...
What else have we got?
Hi guys, I am a 62-year-old woman, and what gets my ghoulies is if any of my tech goes wrong, it's never the tech, it's always my fault. Also, if anybody asks a question and I answer it, everybody gets out their phones to Google that I'm right. 99% of the time, I'm right. But does it change? No, it doesn't.
We spoke about this recently.
That's what gets my ghoulies.
And rightly so. Ageism is the last ism that we don't clamp down on, and I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time. I'm going to wind my old lady watch and talk about time.
I'm going to talk about Miss Penelope a bit more.
Yeah, that's right. We're really cutting through with the young kids.
No need to Google that, Ryan. Out with the bad and with the good. If you dipped out, you better get on it because this is the last week. Next week, our finalists for Gets My Ghoulies, someone will win $20,000 cash. It's 3 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a double pass to Cirque du Soleil's Lucia. I can't wait. I'm going next week. It opens in Sydney, I think, over the weekend, playing at the Entertainment Quarter under the iconic Big Top for a limited season.
You also get that Jonesy Amanda tea towel and key ring as well.
This morning, we're talking about New Zealand Health, a big organisation who decided to cut costs by taking away Milo from the staff rooms and replacing it with an imitation. The staff went ballistic, rightly so, and the Milo has been reinstated. The tribal drum was beating for petty cost cutting.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take Milo.
Well, Michael from Old Toongabbie had a story about his boss cutting down on the first aid kit.
They took the first aid kit into the office and said that the secretary, who was his wife, had to administer the Band-Aids and the creams and things. 3 days later, the tradesman welding had a spark go down his pants and burn him right on the end of the old fella. And we were down and he said, well, you've got to go in because she's got to administer. So she just put the cream on his hand and said, you can administer it yourself.
Standing there like this, there you go.
There you go.
Administer
Tell
that.
your husband you gave permission.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Phil Weaver is filling in for Ugly Phil, and he's got a chance for you to win everything you need for Christmas with WSFM's Oh Christmas Free, Oh Christmas Free. I'm ignoring you, Brendan. It's like working with a schoolboy. You don't go double entendre, you just go single.
We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
After Jonesy's had an afternoon sleep.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby, tear from your eye.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye. Jonesy and Amanda.
Damn Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.